Alright guys, let's get serious for one quick minute. This is the very last PC that I'm assembling in this basement. We have built hundreds. I would love that number, but I don't know what it is. Hundreds of PCs in this very basement on this very desk. We gotta go budget for the last build here in Pittsburgh. All right, we've been doing this Thirsty Thursday stream for 5.5 years. The very last build has got to be budget. I hope I don't let you down with this one. Obviously going Ryzen. As much as I wanted to make this a super unique, special, one-of-a-kind, last Thirsty Thursday in Pittsburgh kind of build, I didn't. We're going with the 5500. Obviously we're going with the 5500. All right. The price of the 5500 has unfortunately been going high, or getting higher. I did not get a good deal on this. Hold on. Before I even tell you, because I'm kind of embarrassed about what I paid. What is it on Amazon right this second? Because these used to be like $75, and that's just not the case anymore. 5500 on Amazon is $86. $86. Okay, so I guess I did get a deal. I saved a ton of money by shopping it on eBay. It's brand new, but I got it on eBay. It was a little ripped up. I got a crazy deal down to $84. $84. It's $86 over on Amazon. I wasn't gonna pay that sucker price, so I paid $84 over on eBay. For me, it's $84. Well, not here, man. Not here. Dude, I had to hustle and wheel and deal my way to this 84. We might have a problem though. My videographer at the office said that he made a slight mistake when filming. He said the build will be fine. He said he made a slight mistake when filming this today though, because this is for a YouTube video. I mean, the pins look fine. He said, you'll be fine, bro. It's just, I happened to make a small mistake when filming. Okay, yeah, we don't have any broken fan blades. What? Oh. Are you... Come on, man. I see it. That's definitely not my dude. I got way bigger fingers than that. Come on, man. Are you serious? Ban him? Dude, I can't ban him, man. Crime scene fingerprint? I found the mistake. That's not small. Dude, are you kidding me? Dude, that's got to be a pinky. This is my pinky for reference. Actually, it doesn't look that small. I didn't realize my pinkies were so much smaller than my pointer finger. Wow. All right, anyway. Oh, we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. All right. Slight mistake while filming. It's all good. It's all good. The show must go on. That'll buff out. That's what I'm thinking, man. We'll be fine. Take it to the evidence cabinet. I think we're good, man. All right, so that's part numero uno. Part numero dos. I also bought this brand new. We got a... Dude, give me some space, bro. We got a Gigabyte B550M K. $70 brand new on Amazon. Absolutely. Not a single bell, nor whistle, or lag. We got none of that. Just frag. Dude, I think this might be it, man. I mean, we got like a total of like 3 USB ports on here. That honestly might be the saddest IO I've ever seen in my life. But we got it. $70, trying to keep this build cheap. Last build's got to be budget. The last build also has to have a disclaimer. Because you guys that have been around... definitely no Wi-Fi. You guys that have been around for a while will know that when I build budget PCs, there is almost always a disclaimer. Dude, it is what it is, man. There is just always something going on. The disclaimer today, we do have RAM. This is not the RAM that's going to go in the YouTube video. Okay, we happen to have this Pinnacle conduit. This is a 2x8 gigabyte DDR4 kit for the Ryzen 5 5500, but this is not what I bought for this system. What I bought for this system, I bought used on eBay. And it's not getting here till Saturday. Okay, so we're not going to benchmark the build. We're not going to make the video until Saturday when we get the RAM, and then we'll do it. Or Monday. But I did buy, dude, a great deal on eBay. It's a Corsair Vengeance LPX 16 gigabyte DDR4 kit, 3200 megahertz for $65. Brother, $65 used on eBay. Dude, I bought it like 2 weeks ago. I don't know why the guy's taking so long. He probably was like freaking out, like, oh man, I gotta go find some actual RAM because this is a scam and a half. So we will see on Friday or Saturday if I got scammed. $65, man. Sounds like a scam. The seller had all good reviews. It was actual pictures of the LPX kit, and he was also selling like bits and pieces of one single PC. Like, I think he had a CPU and a motherboard and like maybe a power supply or something that he was also selling. So I think he was just selling his old build, trying to get rid of it, and he upgraded to a new PC. I could be wrong. I could have got scammed. $65 though. We will wait and see. But yeah, that's the disclaimer. That's why we're using that right now. Got an SSD here. This kind of looks new, but it's not. This is a Patriot P400, 1 terabyte NVMe. I actually have been buying these brand new, but this one I got used also on eBay because the price of these is like what, $150 brand new. I got this used. This one hurts that this is actually a good deal. $95 used on eBay. Hopefully it works, man. Hopefully it works. $95 used. That's my last used component of the day. $145, yeah. So quite a bit of savings. So we got a used RAM. Oh no, sorry, I got one more. The GPU is used as well. The GPU is used. RAM, SSD, and the GPU. We'll save the GPU for later though. Next up, you guys know what we're building with tonight, man. Dude, I had to. We gotta bust it out for the last Thirsty Thursday here in Pittsburgh. No other choice. Read it and wait. We got the Pice 5.1. ATX 3.1, flat cable, Raid Max Cobra power. At this point, I'm pretty sure this is limited edition. You guys have all told me that they fixed the typo on the box. I bought 15 of them whenever this deal happened, down to $35 for a Tier C 80 plus gold power supply. Pice 5.1. I'm down to 8 left. This is one of them. So 7 after this one. But just know I got more for Houston, so that's not the end of Pice, but we got to end Thirsty Thursday with the Pice. For the graphics card, not what you think. Not what you think. I bought this used off eBay, and this is the box that it came in. This is not what I have, though. The seller must have upgraded to a PNY 5060, and he sold me the card that's in here. This is not it. This is a budget build, man. I'm gonna let you know right now. The price of this build, the entire thing, is $604. All right. So for those of you that were already booing the 5060, brother, we don't have a 5060 in here. I wish. The entire PC is $604. So we got much less than a 5060 in here. All right, so brace yourselves. We have an Asus 2-fan RTX 3060. And no, before you ask, it's not the 12. It's not the 12, man. I couldn't fit a 12. I tried really hard to fit the 12 gig in here. This is the 8 gig 3060. I paid $190 for it, used on eBay. The cheapest the 12 gigs were going were like $220. We could have stretched our budget a little bit, but I wanted to keep it at $600. I want the video to be $600. So I mean, $190. This was the only one I saw under $200. Dude, we got a budget, man. We don't have unlimited money over here. Probably better than the 5060. Not quite, but it's not terribly far behind. But yeah, $190. $220 for that price. You can get the ARC, dude. The B580. The B580 is like $300, man. But yeah, so we got 5500 and a RTX 3060 and a $600 build, bro. That one was too much, man. I am gonna snooze this next ad. All right, I bought us 5 minutes. All right, last component. I wouldn't say this is a classic. Benito, hold that thought, man. Hold that thought. Dude, I'll come back. I saw the 1,000 biddies and all the gifted subs, man. We'll come back to that. Hold on. For the case, the final case selection of Thirsty Thursday in Pittsburgh. This is not a classic. It's not sponsored. Pay with it with my own money for this one. For a $604 build, case budget's not that high. I decided to go with probably my absolute favorite case that I've ever used on a budget in this very basement, man. And believe it or not, it's not Okanos. I thought it was going to be Okanos, man. But as much as I would like to, we have built with so many good budget Okanos cases. But there's a new guy on the block. Saw a couple people say it already. A new guy on the block for what I would consider the absolute best budget case. And that is none other than the Lee & Lee V100R Mini. Right? I think it's an R. You guys keep saying V100 Mini. I think it's the V100R Mini, right? I could have went with the Foytkin. But no, credit is due on this one, man. The Lee & Lee V100 or V100R Mini for $65. In my opinion, it just does not get better than this. We have 4 pre-installed ARGB fans in here. We got 3 reverse bladed fans up here for aesthetics. We got an RGB bar that goes down here that looks beautiful. And we even have a full accessory box to go along with that. There's a built-in GPU sag bracket, both on the top and the bottom of the GPU. Not that we'll need it with a 2-fan GPU, but still. Enough room for cable management. $65, man. I genuinely do not think it gets better than this. Oh, the V100 is without fans. Okay, yeah. So this is the... I wrote down... Oh, no, I did write down V100. I wrote down V100 Mini. I might have did that wrong. I don't know. Either way, this was $65. And yeah, I just don't think it gets better than that. Oops. So yeah, those are the specs of our $604 gaming PC to wrap up Thirsty Thursday here in Pittsburgh. Hopefully everything works, including that RAM that I may or may not have gotten scammed on. Should we build? Hour and 20 minutes. It's 9:30 at night. Dude, I'm already tired. I don't think I need to wait for the answer. I think the answer is to build. I think we have an ad break coming in. Build, bro. I'm just kidding. I banned him. Nobody said that. No need? I don't think you guys will watch a pure yapping stream. Like a little bit of yap. Oh, is this used? No, this is new. I was gonna say. Whew. Mini heart attack there. Like I think the yapping is okay. Like right before building, but like, dude, you might think it's a good idea now, but like, just yapping. I don't know, man. Ad break. Are you? Come on, man. Dude, I was just about to get some momentum. All right, how about we just prep? We'll just prep. We do have this already pre-rotated, so that's one less thing to do. All right. We're just doing some prep work while they're in an ad break. We got the CPU. We got the CPU cooler. We got the RAM. We got the SSD. Bust this open. Get the IO shield on deck. Let's even uninstall these plastic bridges. We don't need that. Let's just do prep work before the ad watchers get back. Yeah. Tell them we're waiting. I'm not actually building. We're just prepping. Because they can't hear me, but they can see you guys type. You guys got to let them know. Look at all of them complaining about ads. They have no idea that I'm actually like trying to help. Dude, I'm doing my best over here. We're just prepping. We're just prepping, ma'am. Dude, that's a nice looking shot right there, man. Look at this. This is the definition of prep work. Right here, ma'am. He just started building. No, don't tell him I'm building. I'm not building. I'm prepping. Screwdriver costs more than the other part. It is an expensive screwdriver, yes. Good thing Linus sent it to me himself. So we're squared away on that one. He's built. Guys, stop saying I'm built. Dude, I thought we were on a different vibe tonight, man. Like, I actually thought that like we weren't rage baiting and trolling, other than the one dude that I banned already myself. I thought you guys were dialed in. He finished the PC, y'all. I actually misjudged you. I thought we were working together. Trolls will never die. I didn't think they were here tonight. I actually thought that we were all vibing. Like, dude, Thirsty Thursday, the last one. Let's cut him some slack. That's what I was anticipating was going on in your brains. Last rage bait of Pittsburgh. That's not what I was. That's not what I was thinking, man. Build it now. Says Weenie for Sweeney on YouTube. He's eating the PC, guys. Okay, that breaks over. All right, let's build them. Here we go. The last... Okay, now here is another thing. I don't think I have ever dropped the CPU in the 5 year... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I definitely don't remember if I did. In the last... Dude, I'm about to throw this thing, let alone drop it. In the last 5.5 years of building PCs while drinking whiskey and or beer and that one night tequila, I don't think I have ever dropped the CPU in the history of Thirsty Thursday. Dude, I'm legit making myself nervous just saying that out loud. All right. Still haven't. The streak continues. But speaking of streak, what are we doing about this, guys? What? I'm voting we just send it. If you guys missed it, my video editor at the office happened to make a small mistake while he was filming this. Send it. Send it. Dude, yeah, I'm thinking we just send it, man. It's a little souvenir from the team here at ZTT. Smooth it out? Dude, that's not even on the table as an option. Cause here's just for full transparency, here's what he told me there was a problem with it. So I brought a backup just in case, man. We have like literally 100 of these at the office because we don't use them for every build. I have the potential of not using that. I think we still send it though, right? I think we still send it. No backup needed. Sand it? Well, I don't know what that means, man. I'm lost. I'm gonna install it. There is obviously no plastic peel on here. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in the situation we are currently in. So you cannot trick me tonight. The plastic peel is definitely not installed. All right, we're gonna sand it. Hit it with a hammer? How about I throw some dirt on it first and then we do that? Or sand. Okay. Alright, we officially sent it. Those are tight. Get these over here. Does it need paste? It does, actually. Take it off, see if it's smoothed out. That might be the worst advice. Oh, this is the motherboard that's got the funky... So we have used this before. Here, ladies and gentlemen, nothing weird at all, is the CPU fan header that I present to you. No. It's see this... I guess Gigabyte was like, hey, we don't have any room, you know, where it typically goes. There's clearly no empty space in the normal spot. Let's move it all the way down here. Dude, I don't know, man. I just work here. I have no idea why they did that. Don't ban Gigabyte? Dude, we might have to. No, dude, we can't ban Gigabyte, man. Gigabyte has been responsible for so many solid budget builds. We can't ban them, but we can question them on that one. That's a questionable move, especially when you got all this real estate over here. But unfortunately, or fortunately I should say, it is now time for the last RAM ASMR on Thirsty Thursday in Pittsburgh. Thirsty Thursday's not going anywhere. But it is in Pittsburgh, coming to an end. Feeling a lot of pressure on this one, I'm not gonna lie, but we're just gonna sand it. Hope for the best. We got budget DDR4, we got budget AM4 motherboard. Max 7.9. Don't have high expectations on this one, okay? Oh, clean. I'll take that. Clean, simple, minimal. Can we go 2 for 2? Wow, that'll work. Not bad. Not bad. 7.5, yeah. 8.5, nah, that's a little high. Dude, I think 7.9 might have actually been the spot. Yeah, that was clean. Wasn't like scratching any itches, but that was clean. It was clean. I think we have a milestone. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking? I don't think this has ever happened in the history of Thirsty Thursday. I think we got a 7.9 on the ASMR and a 7.9 on the Wiggle. Yeah, I mean, this one's got some serious play on it, but this one is pretty solid. I think we're at 7.9 for both. I don't think that's ever happened before. Why not round it to an 8? That might be the dumbest question I've ever heard. And you guys know that I've heard some serious dumb questions. Seriously dumb questions. That one might be the dumbest. There is no rounding on the RAM Wiggle test scale. Come on, man. Get it together over there, okay? I feel like I'm the only one dialed in. Dang, I'm late tonight. I missed half the build. Well, this is actually build number 2. We've been going quick tonight. Because it's the last Thirsty Thursday here in Pittsburgh. I figured we'd do 2, so... You missed quite a lot, yes, but... Alright, last component of the motherboard prep. We talking 7.9 or 7.9999? Dude, I said what I said, man. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. Alright, that's in. Push this little plastic thing like that. Boom. Motherboard's prepped. Honestly, not a bad little design for a $604 PC. We got the Ryzen 5 5500 with the stock cooler. We're going to pretend that this is the used Corsair LPX DDR4 kit that's coming on Saturday, straight from eBay. We got a Patriot P400 Lite, also used from eBay. We're going to hope that works. And that's all installed on the Gigabyte B550MK with the weirdest CPU fan header in the history of CPU fan headers. But yeah, that's all done, man. We're making some serious progress. All right, here we go. Let's get our last PICE 5.1 power supply out here in Pittsburgh. Absolute legend of a power supply unit here. Bro thinks you're still in Japan. Dude, take me back though, for real. Is your team moving with you? Yeah. We only have one person that is like not staying at ZTT with this whole transition. We have another person that's gonna stay in Pittsburgh but remote, and then everyone else is coming down. Everyone is like house hunting right now. I told you guys this last week, but we got our office move-in date, and it was way earlier than what we were anticipating. And we want to be there on day one, man. So everyone's like kind of in like a full sprint right now. Like everyone's got to find a place to live, set up their moving plans and whatnot, and then we're gonna move the office. Everyone's gonna move all their personal. Is Sam coming with? Yeah, Sam's moving down to Houston, man. Yeah, it's gonna be. It's crazy, man. You talk about pressure, man. Dude, that's what I'm telling you. You guys can't be leaving Thursday. We got some serious pressure, man. People are uprooting their entire lives to come continue working at ZTT across the country. Like, dude, we got to actually lock in. I'll fire up the grill. Funny you say that. I don't know why, but the office we're moving into, the previous tenant left like a brand new grill. And the building owner was like, yeah, man, you can keep it. It's like brand new. So we might do some grilling on like Friday grilling or something at the office. There's also a forklift in there. I just found out last week that I unfortunately can't keep it. I didn't think that they would let me, but I did shoot my shot last week. Because the forklift has been there for like a month. It was there the first time I went to Houston, and then like a couple weeks later when I looked at the property again, it was still there. I'm like, dude, I might be getting a free forklift out of this deal. But they just came and picked it up last week, so I lost that one. That was sad. All right, I think I got to build. Power supply's prepped. No pice stickers. We're good. All right, let's actually get out this. Dude, you guys are yapping at me to stop yapping and to build this PC. Once we start actually putting the parts in here, this is gonna go like super smoothly, and it's gonna be done in like 5 minutes. And then we're gonna be like, oh, we got nothing else to do, man. Thirsty Thursday's over. I'm telling you now, man. This is gonna go swimmingly. All right. This is what the back of the Lee V100 looks like. Remember, this is a $65 case and what I consider the absolute best budget case on the market. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Not bad. But like that is a seriously thick cable bundle. Right? I mean like this is that's a lot of cable right there, but we got plenty of room over here at least for some tie downs. Did you wire the case fans earlier, or do they come pre-installed? No, this is how it comes installed. Okay, all right, let's get dialed in. I'm ready. This is what it looks like straight out of the box. And then we also have, again, remember, this is a $65 case. And one thing that I haven't even emphasized yet is this is a $65 case from Lee. Like, they are not using cheap components here, man, or materials. Like, it's plastic, but it's still like pretty solid craftsmanship. 5 zip tie. Okay, like maybe I need to adjust my expectations of that. I mean, 5 still seems kind of low, but I'll take it. Better than 4 that we got last week. We got this nice little accessory box. The 4 pre-installed fans, the GPU support brackets. There's a lot to love here. But let's actually build, because I'm starting to lose my patience on myself. We got to get this show on the road, man. On the road, man. Zip ties are everything when it comes to the... I'm gonna level with you on that one. Forgot that was a feature. I actually did that last time too. That alcohol saves the day, dude. It actually did. I'm very happy you pointed that out. If not for this melted glass of water / Coke Zero / whiskey. Dude, we are on it. Dude, I have, like, we're not even talking about Thirsty Thursday. I have literally never shattered a side panel before in my entire life. That one could have been it. If not for the whiskey. I might as well finish it after all that. Pretty solid, man. Whiskey, OSHA approved. It was a good save on the whiskey. I completely forgot that. That front panel is from now this case just looks all sorts of funky. I completely forgot about that. Ad? Sorry, I can't wait, man. I can't sit through another ad trying to entertain and not do anything important. We'll consider this one exclusive content. This is the type of content that is only for paid subs, unfortunately. I hate to do it, man. But we gotta pick up the pace. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you were just looking at my bald spot there, but there we go. I need some motherboard screws. Yo, Zach, I have a 5-stream streak. Thank you, man. That's some serious dedication. I appreciate that. Alright, it did have all of the standoffs that we needed, so we can jump straight into building. Not a huge fan that the motherboard screws aren't perfectly organized for me, but we'll make do. I use the picture-in-picture to watch over the ad. Yeah, but you can't hear me, right? And you can't hear me ask you, can you hear me? So, I think we lose that. Five with the $2 super chat, thank you. It gives me an audio mute button. Wait, have you guys been listening the entire time during these ads? Coke Zero, question mark? Middle-aged mentality. I'm gonna need some clarification on that one. Ban? What? What is middle-aged about Coke Zero? Because I might be so middle-aged that I can't even like guess why you're saying that. What? Banhammer? Coke Zero just tastes better? Yeah, like Coke Zero is the GOAT. What could that possibly mean? Bro, don't insult the Coke? Yeah. I don't know who said that, but we need an answer, or that might be a ban. Not against me for insulting Coke Zero. I prefer Diet Coke. Okay, I think that's actually a ban. Like, there's no way that somebody likes Diet Coke more than Coke Zero. That's just objectively wrong. No way. I don't think that's true. Isn't it the same thing? Dude, that might also... Dude, we're gonna run out of people. How many people we've banned so far? Mods, can I get a quick check-in? What's your banning numbers at today for the stream? I actually have no idea how many bans you guys do. I don't think it's hot. I don't think it's... He's gone? All right, thank you. Can we get a ban counter on the night so far? Like, I genuinely don't think it's that high. Like, we usually have some... I know we got a bunch of timeouts. I see those on the screen non-stop. I can barely read the chat, but I don't think we've had that many bans, man. Coke Zero is the White Claw of soda, says Trail Tech. one of our mods. Dude, Trailtech has like consistently... Oh no! Ugh, absolutely brutal. Ugh. I even said all the standoffs are included. I missed one. We're backtracking. Smooth build. I think I quoted this build at under 9 minutes. What I meant was 9 minutes for the motherboard, man. We're going backwards. Even that sounds like a stretch at this point. There is a missing standoff. Of course, it's the very last screw that I was gonna screw in. Easy build. Damn, you're slipping, Zach. Maybe I'm just trying to extend the stream for as long as possible, man. Dude, we're at 2 hours and 7 minutes. This is actually getting a little awkwardly long. Please don't. Just forget. Just move on from that, please. Thank you. Did I forget a screw? Why is this stuck? What the f... Okay. The GPU support bracket actually makes this somewhat difficult to remove. There we go. All right. Yep, there's the culprit here. The one standoff down here, right here, I need to move it all the way down to here. That was the difference right there. Dude, I even looked at it. And I was like, we got everything we need, man. I was off by an inch. 1 inch. A 1 inch mistake. Actually, that's at least 3 inches. I'll take the blame on that one. I mean, that's a solid 3 inches. Who's with me? From there to there? Eyeballing at 3 inches. Minimum. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Alright, there we go. All the holes are... Nope. Not gonna finish that one either, man. What is happening? 3 inches for sure? Easy. Alright, let's actually, like, try to install this. Oh my god, I almost broke it. Falling off? Yeah, dude, I lost my dialed inness. We're gonna get it back, though. Looks like 17/16. That might be the most obnoxious thing I've heard all night, man. And we've heard some pretty crazy stuff so far. I just realized we're still zoomed in. Oh my god, dude. I'm seeing double, so it was 6. I'm not quite at the seeing double yet. I might have a celebratory whiskey after the stream, actually. I don't think I've ever done that before. But like you know, just just to have a couple moments to myself. You know, I usually like go straight to bed. Maybe I just hang out. Have a little extra, or maybe I sip on, actually, maybe, dude, my shoulder is still like really jacked up. I can't even hold the screwdriver. Okay, that just put me in a depressive mood, but anyway, maybe I pour like one more final Thirsty Thursday in Pittsburgh whiskey after the PC is built. And like we just hang out for a little bit. I think that might be the play. Not long. Not long. But like maybe just Little hangout. Chill and chat hour. Come on, man. I didn't say an hour. I didn't say an hour, man. But maybe we do like one final toast. One final cheers. Down here in the Pittsburgh basement, man. Going to the draft, question mark? No. Dude, I know it's like a big deal having the draft. Like right where, dude, I'm like 20 minutes away from the draft. I live very close to where that draft is gonna be. I have no aspirations of going down there though. Dude, it is gonna be chaos. Like, Pittsburgh is a terrible city to be jam-packed. Like, you cannot... Oh my god, dude. Dude, Pittsburgh is gonna be awful. It's gonna be so bad driving down there. Or even, like, walking down there. Like, it is not a city that can handle a lot of people, man. Pittsburgh is very old. It is not designed for an NFL draft. I could be wrong. But, like, even just during, like, Steelers games, dude, it's bad, man. It's bad. Pittsburgh doesn't have the infrastructure. What's the mileage on the S5? 11? 11 or 12? 1,000. Yeah, I got a really good, well, not a great deal, but, a very minimally used car. It's a 2023, and it had either 11 or I think it was 12. I think it had 12,000 miles on it. Single owner, just somebody that did a 1 year or a 2 year lease. We don't even have USB-C. We're not gonna be able to use that. They just did a 2 year lease, and then they brought it back to Audi, and then I bought it. So, all of the depreciation, or not all of it, but a lot of the depreciation went out the door, so we're good on that. I'm all about buying that slightly used car life. I don't know if I'll ever buy a new car again, man. Been there, done that. I want to go slightly used from now on, I think. I think that's the play. Unless if something changes. Wise decision, Zach. Thank you. I thought so too. Alright, we can't do the C. We got RGB. Do we have an RGB button on this? I don't think so. No, we have an actual reset switch. Yeah, let's plug in the PWM for the fan. We'll do that. RGB equals more FPS. Alright. I'm gonna go see if I have one of those RGB adapters still left in the basement. I don't think I do. That way we can control the RGBs just temporarily here on the stream without loading Windows. I don't think I have it anymore though, man. I think I used my last one. We definitely have some at the office, but yeah, I don't see it. I got Pokemon cards though. That won't work. Oh, I got one. I got one. We're good. Wow. It's probably the last one. I got one. We're good. We're gonna use, we haven't used one of these on stream for a while. I used to do this like almost every stream. But we have a SATA powered RGB adapter. So we're gonna plug in these RGB fans into this 3-pin ARGB. That way we can control the colors. And for the last Thirsty Thursday in Pittsburgh, we'll be able to actually see a good color combination here. We'll do that later. That way we don't have to rely on Windows. Because I'm definitely not installing Windows tonight. Okay. What we do have to do is some sort of cable management, because we got madness. Absolute madness over here. I don't even know where to begin, man. I'm just gonna start zip tying, see what happens. You should make a Thirsty Thursday with the new grill. That's not a bad idea, man. That is not a bad idea. Yeah, I don't know what color scheme we're gonna go with. Maybe we do yellow. Like a final Pittsburgh black and yellow send-off. That might be the play. But we can't preemptively make that choice. We gotta see what they look like, man. Purple? Purple almost always looks good, that's for sure. But the final, do we want the final Pittsburgh build to be purple? Okay, what am I gonna do with like this huge bundle? Dude, I think I might just leave this bundle down here. And just like kind of like zip tie this up down here. We'll even add this to the mix because we don't need that. Dude, this might be the way. I might just zip tie this huge bundle and then stuff it down there and then we'll never see it again. I think that might actually be the play. Yeah, I'm doing it. Yeah, I think that's it, man. I think that's it. Sleeper build? I don't think a PC inside a Lee & Lee case with 4 RGB fans is considered sleeper by any stretch. But yeah, maybe. Try a no RGB stealth build sometimes. Guys, I just did that like for the last 4 Thirsty Thursdays. This is the first time we got RGB in weeks. Okay, I might have tightened that too hard though. Can that just like sit there like that and then we call it a day? Dude, I might do that. That might be it. I feel like we haven't used RGB in a while. Or wait, no, did we use RGB last week? Oh, last week might have been RGB. Dude, we were on a streak there of non-RGB builds for a while. I think last week I might have done it. Pice might be a little tight. Yeah, I made this bundle too tight, but there is room to play around with that. Dude, I could like just put it right there. I could just do that if we have to. We'll see what happens. Let's get that Pice in there. There we go. Let's see how the Pice is looking down here, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The last Pice install in Pittsburgh. Modular, non-modular? This is non-modular, man. This is a $35 tier C power supply. There's not an ounce of modularity on here, man. $604 build. We don't have the budget for the modular power supply, unfortunately. Bedtime. Hope you have a great and safe move, Zach. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. What are the specs? For the $604 PC, we got a Ryzen 5 5500, 16 gigs of DDR4, 1 terabyte SSD, and an RTX 3060 inside the Lee & Lee V100R Mini. Alright, Pice is installed. Now let's start plugging in the power cables, shall we? Black and yellow winning the pool. Oh, you got a fancy like little Twitch poll going on here. Final RGB colors. Black and yellow at 66%. ZTT red at 20%. And ZTT white. You didn't give them a whole lot of options, Shauner, but I like it. I like it. White is at 14%. All right. Looks like black and yellow it is, man. Get the final Pittsburgh vibes. It's a pre-rigged poll. I like it. Yeah, I like where your head's at on that one. I didn't like it at first, but I'm picking up what you're putting down. Get the 4+4 up here. Where's the red and gold option? Red and gold? What? Now here's the question that I could legitimately use some help on though. What type of build do we go for the next giveaway PC, which is the next stream, or the first stream, I mean, in Houston? I don't know, man. What type of build do we go with? It's going to be the first Houston build, but also a giveaway PC. All AMD? Literally the next answer. All Intel. I love it. H-Town go Texans colors? No, because then people are going to think I'm a Texans fan, and we already know how confusing that is to people. With the amount of people that have been asking me if I'm going to switch to being a Texans fan, it's like mind-boggling. So I don't want to make that even more confusing. 270K plus Intel build. I do have a spare 270K plus. I was thinking about using that for one of my videographers, though. I think that would make for an excellent video editing CPU. More outlet parts coming soon. Dude, that outlet sale was insane. Did anybody here grab something from our outlet sale? One of the craziest parts, other than it selling out in like 4 minutes or something, I honestly did not expect that at all. I'm not like lying. You got a King 95? Nice. Or 65. Too slow? Too slow? I tried. I got an XR case. Very nice. Yeah, they all shipped out yesterday, I think. So you guys should get them soon. We shipped them out pretty quick. No, the craziest part was how many cases we had. Like, when you look at the sale, or like the web page, it doesn't look like a lot. But like some of those cases we had 10 of. So we had so many orders go through, all within like 5 minutes. Or I mean, you guys saw how fast it was. Some of those cases we had a lot of. They only show up as one, like on the website, like one different item, you know. But we had a ton of those. I can't believe how many of those you guys bought, man. Yeah, that was great. The equally crazy part was people started buying the stuff before I even sent the announcement. I still don't know how they did that. Like, as soon as I posted them, like added the inventory to the website, people started buying them. I didn't even like make an announcement or anything. So I don't know if there were just that many people like on the website at the right place, right time, or if people are like bots scraping the entire website. I don't know. But some people bought a couple of those things before I made any sort of announcement. Had to be bots? Maybe. But like, if you're, I don't know much about website bots, but like I feel like even if you did make a bot for our website, you wouldn't have it scrape outlet. I don't know, maybe. Like we've never run a sale like that good before on outlet. I know like you should have a bot running on monthly drops if anything, but not on outlet. But yeah, that was quick. And then as soon as I made the announcement, they were all gone just like that. But what did they buy? Good question. I have a Discord bot that tells us every order, so I can tell you what was bought first before the announcement. We have so many orders that day. The Montech case fans bundle was the very first thing, and then the Montech AIO bundle was next. They bought that. Yeah, they bought those two things, and then 7 minutes later, all of the orders went through, and it was sold out in... Oh no, it wasn't that quick. Because we had a lot... Oh, that's right. We had a lot of the King 65s sitting there for a little bit. It sold out in like an hour. We did have the 65 in stock. Because those I think we had 10 of. Yeah, those took an hour. So it wasn't as quick. It wasn't as quick as people were saying. Looks like it was like an hour. Everything else sold out very quickly though. I have a King 65 Pro for my personal. I love it. It's a great case. That was just the case we were using for our Tranquility builds, the anime themed PCs. We don't sell the Tranquility PC anymore, at least not now. So that's the only reason we were getting rid of them. Yeah, I love that case too. I need some zip ties. The 5 weren't enough. Who would have thought? I don't know if that's going to be enough, but... PC building robots when? Dude, I hope never. That would kind of put me out of a job, man. And my people out of a job. The 3 motherboard bundle for $200 was crazy. Yeah, that was probably the actual best deal. It was 3 gigabyte B650 motherboards. Brand new in box for $200. I looked up the price on Amazon right before I priced it. They were $150 each. So that is a savings of $250 if you happen to need 3 motherboards. Yeah, that was probably the biggest discount of anything. The cases we couldn't do any cheaper because we paid for shipping. The people that bought those cases on the West Coast, we lost money per sale. Because we probably paid, like, if there were people that bought them in California, I didn't look. I'm pretty sure the cost to ship some of those cases costs more than what we sold them for. So we lost the money on that. But we weren't doing an outlet sale to make money, so it's all good. Yeah, still good deals. Still good deals, but I couldn't get them any lower. I didn't want to lose a ton of money. Okay. All right, I'm almost done here. Doing some cable managing, and then I guess I'll show you this part. What do you think about how in 2 months I will be moving from Connecticut to Florida? I don't know anything about Connecticut, man. Been to Florida a few times. Don't know much about it. I've been to Panama City during my young degenerate spring break days. A couple times, actually. I think back-to-back weekends. Wow, that was actually a degenerate move. Pretty sure I went back-to-back Panama City spring break weekends. Yeah, it was either back-to-back or 1 week in between. That was pretty degenerate of me. Good time. I've also been to Key West on a military trip. That was fun. I don't think I've been to Florida other than those 3 times, though. Connecticut sucks? Yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Connecticut. That one I cannot comment on. Ever been to Montana? No. No, I don't think. No, I have not been. Iowa? I want to say that I drove through Iowa for some reason. But I don't think I've ever stayed in Iowa. Should I? Am I missing out? Should come to Montana? What do people do in Montana? Sell me this pen and Montana at the same time. Why do people go to Montana? All right, here's what the cable management is looking like. This is what the final cable management would look like if I wasn't about to install this thing. We got to do this real quickly. Again, this is the RGB adapter. We're gonna plug that in. I left the SATA power cable down here, and then I also left the 3-pin ARGB connector sticking out right here. That way, we can control the RGB. Oh my god, I almost broke it. That would be bad. That way I can control the RGBs with this little button right here. But before we do that, let's install the graphics card. Our little RTX 3060 coming in hot. I see you still have the Aerox 9 on the desk. You have any issues with it? I've been interested in getting it because I'm an MMO gamer and I want a lighter weight mouse. No issues, man. This is my daily driver whenever I'm playing, whenever I'm in a World of Warcraft phase. I am not always playing World of Warcraft. Currently, I am deep in a WoW phase right now, ever since the expansion came out. And yeah, dude, this is, I mean, I've been a Razer Naga fanboy for like over a decade. I like this Aerox 9 the best though, from SteelSeries. It's still heavy. I think it's still like 90 grams, which is lightweight for an MMO mouse. But it feels good. The buttons are solid. Yeah, I like it. Yes, I use every single one of these buttons for WoW. Like it takes a while to get used to it. It's not like a quick afternoon thing. It takes weeks to get used to it. But like I use all 12 of these when playing WoW with precision, if I do say so myself. All right. Arkansas is boring? It's boring if you're boring. Arkansas doesn't... You gotta find your own fun in Arkansas. I mean, a lot of you know what I bought a F-150. That was like the first thing I did in Arkansas. I bought an F-150. A couple months later, I 6-inch lifted it, put on some mud tires, took that thing off-roading. Then I bought a bass boat, and I was just... My wife and I, we got big into bass fishing, doing some lip ripping on the weekends. And yeah, I mean, Arkansas is fun if you extract the fun out of it. It's not a place where you just show up and the fun is just all around you. You gotta make the fun there, man. But I mean, I enjoyed my time in Arkansas. I had a really good friend group, military friend group in Arkansas too. Probably the best I ever had, man. We had such a core group of guys. Like we would and their wives and girlfriends and whatnot. Like we would host all the time at our house. And like I had a basketball hoop, and like the guys would play basketball outside. The girls or the women would be inside like hanging out, and then we would all come together and like watch a movie or like watch the Super Bowl or whatever. Oh man, it was such a good We had such a good crew in Arkansas. Alright. GPU is installed. Power cable plugged in. We're going to hide the rest of that. Power cable. I think that's looking good, man. I can pull some of these a little tighter. Chat, is this pre-recorded? Come on, man. I haven't bought that rage bait in at least a month. I'm not falling for that one anymore, man. Alright, I'm gonna catch up on subs and resubs after we... Dude, I'm very tempted to test this out, but we're gonna install some side panels. Or at least the front one. Let's get that front one back on. I guess I can't risk it and not install the back panel because we still need to... Oh, it's on this side. I need to be able to press this button to test the RGBs. So, don't think I'm not willing to take the risk. It's just, we got a specific order of operations here. But let's test it out, man. Did we nail the final build here in Pittsburgh for Thirsty Thursday, man? Not to get too emotional. PSU switch, it's already dialed in. We're good on that one, man. I would not forget that on the very last build. You forgot the back panel. Relax. I did not mess up the last Thirsty Thursday build. This is all going to turn on. We're going to configure it to black and yellow. And then put the back panel on. And we're going to be all done, man. There it is. Dude, I don't know what that RGB mode is, but I like it. Alright. Hold on. Dude, I need some colors, man. I just need a solid color. There we go. Is that solid? With a little bit of red? I don't hate that. Oh. Oh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Pink looks good. Oh, dang. Unexpected, dude. That looks great right there. There's no yellow? That's green, man. That's not... There's no yellow! Oh my god! I know that kind of looks yellow on camera, but that is like straight green here in real life. Dude, I think we go pink. I don't think I've ever finished a Thirsty Thursday going pink. Dude, I think we might do it. I guess you have to install Windows? Dude, we ain't doing all that. Dude, I'm thinking pink. There is? You're just colorblind? No, dude, that was green. That pink, like, dude, this pink stripe, dude, that looks good. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it there, man. I like it. That is not too shabby, if I do say so myself. All right, let's turn it off real quick. I'm gonna put on the back panel. We'll turn it back on. I love that RGB stripe. Here's what the final cable management looks like, dude. It's all just here. We got like very minimal cables going on back there. It's just all at the bottom. We do have this nice L shape thing back here, so we got some breathability for a little bit of airflow down here, but most importantly, we have all the holes there for intake for those front fans. But yeah, man, that is it. That is the final build here in Pittsburgh, ladies and gentlemen. That looks pretty good, though. I can't believe pink actually it like looks that good. I mean, we've scrolled past the pink color for RGBs for years. I don't think we've ever seen it look that good, man. Dude, that's clean. I think it's the stripe. I think that pink stripe looks insane. You forgot the front panel? It's on there, man. I'm not buying it.